Hello students. Next, remark on linear transformation. Remark. If T is a matrix transformation, if T is a matrix transformation, T of x equal to A into x for some matrix A, for some matrix A, then kernel of T equal to null space of A and range of T equal to column space of A. Next, some examples of linear transformation. First example, determine whether the map T mapping R2 to R2 defined by T of xy equal to 0, 0, 0 is a linear transformation. Given T mapping R2 to R2. First, recall our definition of linear transformation. If T mapping V to W, where V and W are the vector space. T is a linear transformation if T satisfies following two properties. Which properties? First, linear properties, and next, scalar multiple properties. First, T of U plus V equal to T of U plus T of V for all UV belongs to capital V, and T of K into U equal to K into T of U, where K is scalar and this property satisfies for all U belongs to capital V. Then we can say that T is a linear transformation if these two properties are satisfied. Now, to check given T is a linear transformation or not, first consider T of U plus V, where U and V belongs to capital V. Here capital V is R2, also W is R2. Now take two elements of R2, means U and V is in the form of U equal to x1 y1 and V equal to x2 y2. Now take addition of these two, we get U plus V equal to x1 y1 plus x2 y2 equal to x1 plus x2 y1 plus y2. Here we took addition coordinate wise. Now here UV belongs to R2 means T of U equal to T of x1 y1 equal to T is defined equal to 0, 0, 0 means T of x1 y1 equal to 0, 0, 0 and T of V equal to T of x2 y2 which is equal to also 0, 0, 0. Now find T of U plus V equal to T of x1 plus x2 y1 plus y2. Here V is vector space x1, x2, y1, y2 belongs to capital V, therefore their addition also belongs to capital V. So these two element also belongs to R2. So by definition of T of x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2 equal to 0, 0, 0 which is equal to T of x1, y1 plus T of x2, y2 because this can be written in the form of 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0. So here we get T of U plus V equal to T of U plus T of V. First condition is satisfied. Second condition, take U belongs to R2 means U equal to x1 y1. So T of U equal to 0, 0, 0. So T of also take one scalar which is belongs to R. So T of K into U equal to T of K into x1 y1 equal to T of kx1 ky1. Now we can take kx1 ky1 belongs to R2 because x1 y1 belongs to R2, k is scalar, so k into x1 k into y1 belongs to R2. So by definition of T, this equal to 0 0 0, and 0 can be written in the form of k into 0 0 0, means k into T of x1 y1, because 0 0 0 equal to T of u, where u equal to x1 y1. So here we get T of k into x1 y1 equal to k into T of x1 y1, which is equal to k into T of u. So by first and second T mapping R2 to R2 is a linear transformation. Next example, let T mapping R3 to R3 be defined as T of xyz equal to x, y, x plus y plus z plus 1. Determine whether T is a linear transformation. First is easy, because take two elements from R3. Here why we take R3? Because given T map from R3 to R3. Now u v in the form of u equal to x1 y1 z1 and v equal to x2 y2 z2. So T of u plus v equal to T of x1 y1 z1 plus x2 y2 z2 equal to T of x1 plus x2 y1 plus y2 z1 plus z2. Now here T is defined T of xyz equal to x, y, x plus y plus z plus 1, means first element as it is, second element as it is, and third element is the addition of these three elements plus 1, means when we apply T on this, we get first element as it is, second element also as it is, and third element is the addition of these three elements plus 1, means x1 plus x2, y1 plus y2 plus z1 plus z2 plus 1. This is the T of u plus v. Now compute T of u plus T of v. We get T of x1 y1 z1 plus T of x2 y2 z2. Now by definition of T of x1 y1 z1 is first two element as it is, and third element is the x1 plus y1 plus z1 plus 1. Now T of x2 y2 z2 is x2 y2 x2 plus y2 plus z2 plus 1. Now add these two, we get x1 plus x2 y1 plus y2 x1 plus y1 plus z1 plus 1 plus x2 plus y2 plus z2 plus 1. Arrange these, we get x1 plus x2 y1 plus y2 x1 plus x2 plus y1 plus y2 plus z1 plus z2 plus 1 plus 1 is 2. Now you can observe that in T of u plus v, here we get plus 1, and T of u plus T of v we get here plus 2, means T of u plus v is not equal to T of u plus T of v. Therefore, by definition of linear transformation, T mapping R3 to R3 is not a linear transformation, because first condition is not satisfied. Now, next example is Define T mapping P2 to R2 by T of P equal to P of 0, P of 1. First, show that T is a linear transformation. Second, find a polynomial P belongs to P that spans the kernel of T and describe the range of T. P belongs to P means P2. Now solution. First, show that T is a linear transformation. Because to find kernel of T, range of T, first we have T is a linear transformation. We have to T is a linear transformation. Now here T mapping P2 to R2. So take two elements from P2 means in the form of polynomials, because P2 is the polynomial with degree 2, at most degree 2. So take two polynomials, PQ belongs to P2. Now T of P plus Q equal to T of P is P of 0, P of 1. T of P equal to P of 0, P of 1. So T of P plus Q is P plus Q of 0, P plus Q of 1, which is equal to P of 0 plus Q of 0 and P of 1 plus Q of 1. This can be written in the form of P of 0, P of 1 plus Q of 0, Q of 1 equal to P of 0, P of 1 is the definition of T of P. Similarly, Q of 0, Q of 1 is the definition for T of Q. So here we get T of P plus Q equal to T of P plus T of Q. First condition is satisfied of linear transformation. Now calculate T of K into P, where K is scalar and P belongs to P2. By definition of T, we get Kp of 0, Kp of 1. Now take K common and remaining terms are P of 0, P of 1. Means K into P of 0, P of 1 is the definition of T of P. Here we get T of K into P equal to K into T of P. So give as equation number 1, give as equation number 2. By 1 and 2 we get T is a linear transformation, where T mapping P2 to R3. Sorry, R2, not R3. Now next, find a polynomial P belongs to P2 that spans the kernel of T and describe the range of T. Since P2 contains all polynomials of degree 2 means P of 0, P of 1 could be any ordered pair in R2. Could be any ordered pair in R2. So the range of T equal to R2, because when we take a polynomial from P2 and put variable equal to 0 and 1, we get two entries which is belongs to R2. So the range of T equal to R2. Range of T means image of T. That means image of T means these entries. Here P is a polynomial from P2. When we put, suppose P is in the form of P of T. So P of T is 1 plus T square. So P of 0 is 1. P of 1 is 1 plus 1 square 2. Means we get here two entries 1, 2 which is belongs to R2, and these are nothing but the images of T. So images of T means set of all images are nothing but the range of T. So range of T equal to R2. Okay. Range of T equal to R2. Now to find kernel of T, We know definition of kernel of T. If T mapping V to W, U belongs to capital V such that T of U equal to 0. Here T mapping P2 to R2. So kernel of T equal to P belongs to P2, because when T mapping V to W, U belongs to capital V. So here P belongs to P2 such that T of P equal to 0, 0, because this 0 belongs to R2. So P belongs to P2 and T of P is nothing but the P of 0, P of 1 by definition of T. T of P equal to P of 0, P of 1. Now equate P of 0 equal to 0, P of 1 equal to 0. So that polynomials become 0 at T equal to 0 and T equal to 1. Here value of 0, 1 are nothing but the values of variable. Here variable we take T, T. So P of 0 means T at 0, P of 1 means T at 1. So polynomials is in the form of T equal to 0 and T minus 1 equal to 0. When we multiply these two polynomials, we get T into T minus 1 equal to 0. So P of T, here we take T into T minus 1. Why we take P of T equal to T into T minus 1 only? Because when we put T equal to 0, we get 0. 0 into 0 minus 1, 0. And when we put T equal to 1, we get 1 into 1 minus 1 equal to 1 into 0 equal to 0. Means condition for T is satisfied, because given definition for T is T of P equal to P of 0, P of 1, and in kernel of T which is equal to 0, 0. So only this polynomial is satisfies the given conditions. So P of T equal to T into T minus 1 or its multiple. Or its multiple means here we take any scalar 2 into T minus 1. The given conditions are satisfied. Therefore, P of T equal to T minus T square or its multiple belongs to kernel of T. Next, properties of linear transformation. First theorem, let T mapping V to W be a linear transformation. Then we have T of 0 equal to 0 bar, T of minus U bar equal to minus T of U bar for every U bar belongs to V. T of U bar minus V bar equal to T of U bar minus T of V bar for any vector U bar V bar in V. For first, to show that T of 0 equal to 0, given T mapping V to W is a linear transformation. So 0 can be written as 0 plus 0, apply T on both sides, we get T of 0 equal to T of 0 plus 0. But T is a linear transformation, so linear property is satisfied. Which property is T of U plus V equal to T of U plus T of V. Instead of UV, here 0, 0. So T of 0 plus 0, T of 0 plus T of 0. We get T of 0 minus T of 0 equal to T of 0, which implies T of 0 equal to 0. Now second, to show that T of minus U bar equal to minus T of U bar for every U bar belongs to capital V. First consider left hand side to show that this T of minus U bar equal to T of minus 1 into U bar. Here minus 1 is nothing but the scalar, so take outside by definition of T minus 1 into T of U bar. Since T of K into U equal to K into T of U. So minus 1 T of U bar equal to minus T of u bar. Next, this is for every u bar belongs to capital V. We have T of minus u bar equal to minus T of u bar if T is a linear transformation. And third, to show that T of u bar minus V bar equal to T of u bar minus T of V bar for every vector u bar V bar belongs to capital V. First consider left hand side T of u bar minus V bar. This can be written in the form of T of u bar plus minus 1 into V bar. T is a linear because T is a linear transformation. So T of u bar plus T of minus 1 into V bar. Since T is linear means T of u bar plus V bar equal to T of u bar plus T of V bar. Now T of u plus T of minus 1 into V bar means T of minus V bar equal to T of u bar minus T of V bar by second T of minus u bar equal to minus T of u bar. So here we get T of u bar minus V bar equal to T of u bar minus T of V bar for all uv belongs to capital V. Here we stop.